Howdy, Clouds here, and today I'm looking at a round of Rush on Siege of Shanghai as the attacking force. And right off the bat, I've got a little secret flank route to show you guys. You'll see here a couple things to take note of. I use the tank to position itself in a way that I can hop over this fence. I feel like I could go into like an entire commentary of what you consider unsportsmanlike or glitching, or like me, I don't feel like this is overtly, I don't know, I guess the most overt example of glitching would be like getting into the ceiling of Operation Metro and then shooting through the wall to kill people. I don't feel like this is, to that degree at all, because I don't go through an invisible wall, and you'll see as I come up around here, there's an opening in this fence, so you don't need to hop on a tank to get over. I mean, it's only useful as a flank route when you do the tank thing, because if I was just running up along the fence and then go all the way back, it wouldn't really, well, I mean, I guess you could do that, but you're likely to be spotted. Okay, couple things to take note of here. The tank is playing extremely defensive. I was about to C4 him, but this damn support player spotted me. And that whole thing of the enemy tank playing extremely defensive, it comes into play later, so take note of that. Jot that down in your diary. Anyway, back to the whole flank route that I was talking about. I mean, because, like I said, at that opening right back towards the defender spawn, you can just walk right through there, and because of the way the out of bounds is designed, if you hug the fence, every once in a while you're not out of bounds, and you can put a spawn beacon there, and it's a very sneaky spot to put a spawn beacon. Like, unless the enemy team has a dedicated MAV user, they're not going to spot that, because the only defenders who come through this section of the map is sometimes the defending team's tank, and the defending team tank is not on this road because he's extremely scared for whatever reason. But yeah, I was thinking, I have all these little, not just secret flank routes, but sort of ideas. I was thinking I wanted to make a video series where I break down and do little map guides for Rush and intersplice it between, me walking through an empty map and then mix it with actual gameplay to show how useful it is. But I don't know, at this moment in Battlefield 4's life, Battlefield 1 comes out in October, and it's early June, so we got another 4.5 months of people who will be interested in Battlefield 4. And I think at this point, I mean, it's months ago, I wanted to make a little review series of the least used weapons in Battlefield 4. And I have all the footage I need for episode 2, but it's just such a pain in the ass to make because my computer is so bad that making those complicated videos where I cut together a lot of gameplay, it's very rough on my computer. And at this point, I mean, how many people are interested in weapon reviews or map guides? So I guess that's my rationale behind not really, continue. If you would be interested in that map guides or continuing the gun reviews, let me know. I would be interested to hear. Because, well, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to breaking down this round. Wow, that was a horrible grenade. As you can see, we pretty easily get this base because the enemy tank is playing like a coward. Trying to C4 this guy. And I get shot in the back. Anyway, so that flank, it didn't extremely come into play because, I don't know, it's really that flank route where I put the spawn beacon, you can sneak up on the enemy tank so often because they'll just be sort of hanging around this area, and he does not expect an enemy to come from his right. Okay, so you'll see here, I am caning it towards, and I am so adamant to flank as hard as I can. I'm staying as far back to the left as I can, and I'm like, I'm gonna penetrate the enemy defenses so hard. And yeah, I'm doing that, as you can see, and I'm going as fast as I can. I don't want, because if you quickly move from one base to the next, the enemies won't have their defenses set up. I'm not sure if, I know there's like stairs back here, but when you're out of bounds, it's totally dark and I can't see, so I'm just like, okay, I'll take these stairs. But yeah, I go through this whole elaborate flank route, and I'm back here like trying to decide, you know, where's the best place to put the spawn beacon? No, not here. Oh, I'll put it over here. After all of this stuff, my teammates have armed the MCOM, and they're like, Clouds, what are you doing? We have the MCOM armed. Get over here. And to top it all off, I get shot in the face. I don't know. I guess a good metaphor for that would be if, like, I wanted to make an incredibly good pizza. So I'm like doing all the research. I've bought like this artisanal marinara sauce imported straight out of Italy, and I've got this gourmet gluten-free flour or pizza dough, and I'm watching all these tutorials trying to, and then they're like, Clouds, we ordered pizza, get over here. And then to top it all off, I get shot in the face by the pizza delivery guy or whatever. I get that's probably too extreme of a metaphor. I guess in this pizza scenario, you could say as I was exiting the kitchen to go eat the delivered pizza, I spill a jar of marinara sauce or something humiliating. Anyway, so we very quickly get that underground MCOM, which has less to do with how good our team is and how bad the enemy defending team is, because there was one guy down there, and then no other defenders. Also, look at the minimap. Look at this tank. He's in his spawn. Shoot, like he's actively engaging targets somewhere. I have no idea where, because that's why he's pinging on the minimap. But take note again, the enemy tank is a coward. What is he doing? Right there, that was a bit unlucky for me. The CZ, it shoots like 1,000 rounds per minute, so close range gunfights, obviously that dude's gonna win. See a guy, this guy's up top. I wasn't sure if this guy was like near my radio beacon. I choose not to engage that target. I don't need to chase kills. I need to get this MCOM. You know, see, this is a very hardly contested MCOM because we have this sort of area where we can hang back and arm it over and over, and they have an area where they can hang back and defuse over and over. Can I just say also, the whole act of me spamming C4, just a little side note. I don't know why people love seeing other players spam C4 on infantry. It's like, if you see, like, if for whatever reason, it just gets people really moist in their pants. Like, people love to see C4 multi-kills on infantry, which is weird, because, like, people, if you spam rockets on infantry, you're a noob. If you spam the XM25 or some other noob tube, you're a noob. And finally, I take out this MCOM. Or, no, the radio. I have no idea why, but I constantly call radio beacons MCOMs. Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, back to this. Look at that C4 spam. Wow, so skillful. And maybe if there were more people, I would have gotten more kills. But I don't consider it skillful. I don't know why people love it. I don't know. That's just me complaining about C4 usage. And you'll see here, the enemy team is very easy. It's very easy for them to disarm it, but it's very easy for us to rearm it. So we're in this like odd circle jerk where we're arming and rearming. Look at the minimap. The tank, I gotta say, the tank is still in his spawn. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Your team needs you right now. hopping around. At this point, I figured the MCOM is about to explode, so I just got a cowabunga in there and sacrifice my life to distract the enemy. And we get the MCOM destroyed, so well done, team. Alright, at this point, like I said, with the first base, after we took the first base, momentum is very important to quickly get to the next MCOM base. So you'll see here, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the Amtrak. And with the Amtrak on this third base, there's only one way to use it. You gotta put it in the water and then go towards, I don't know what you would call this rubble peninsula, I guess you could say. You take it to the back edge of this rubble peninsula and you just leave it there. And hopefully, if your teammates are intelligent, they will spawn on it and they will just engulf this peninsula. And you'll see here again, because we've so quickly moved down to this MCOM, nobody's back here. This MCOM is completely well, actually, I think this guy chased us from the second MCOM. This guy over by the Amtrak. My teammates take him out though. Got C4 on the MCOM, so even if you defuse, instant death. One thing to take note of here, you'll see here as I'm arming, I put down a packet of C4 and it stops me from arming. So if you're going to use the C4 MCOM tactic, you got to put C4 either on before you arm or after you arm. So, you know, just a little tip. And again, look at the minimap. Look at my teammates. I don't want, well, I will toot my own horn. That Amtrak placement is so good because enemies can't see it. All of my teammates spawn on it, and now we're just back here. The enemy team has no chance of defending Bravo at this point. The only criticism I will give to me and my teammates, I do think when you're attacking an MCOM base, it's more advantageous to attack the MCOM, which is closer to the enemy spawn? Yeah. Because if you take that, then the only MCOM left is further from the spawn, which makes it more difficult for them to get to. But, you know, I felt so strongly that we were going to take this MCOM that I didn't really consider that in my game plan. So, we moderately, it's not super easy, but we fairly, I don't know, this MCOM base was pretty easily taken. You'll see here, I know people don't, there's a lot of enemies in this spawn area and I want to take these guys out. I especially think it's important to do that when you have a vehicle, because if I remember correctly, these guys lurk in our spawn and they take our tank, which is huge because that's our only, well, we have the Amtrak, but that can't really effectively kill a tank. Okay, so you'll see here, again, Amtrak, I want to put it over at the MCOM base. I look at the minimap and I'm like, oh, look, steps. How convenient. It's inbounds. It's clearly DICE intends for me to go up here. And it looks like I can get up. Yeah, you know, I'm going up the steps and I get stuck. From my point of view, it looks like I'm not, the Amtrak is not too chubby. It's not a width problem. And I figure maybe I need more momentum to, I need to like back up, hit the sprint button to go into, you know, boost mode or whatever, and then maybe I can get up here. I have no idea why this Amtrak cannot get up here. And the smart thing would have been to just leave it. But sometimes I was like, okay, you know what? I am a man, and I'm not gonna be defeated by stairs. I'm not going to be defeated by some staircase that's like 8 steps tall. It's not happening like this, okay? It's not. I was a little mad. I see this recon and I'm like, oh man, I don't want the Amtrak to get C4'd. So I get out to kill him. We're taking shots from the tank, and in my, I was a little bit flustered because I just got my ass handed to me by steps. So I make a bad play here. I should have stayed crouched and then shot at that guy through the gap between the boxes. But I was just like, screw it. I'm challenging this guy, and he kills me pretty quickly because Bert. Did he have an M16? I think he did. Burst fire assault rifle versus a carbine with a very high rate of fire and heavy recoil. It's unlikely I will win that engagement. So yeah, I can't believe I got defeated by stairs. Wow. I'm not mad though. Okay, so what are we doing here? Wow. To be fair, I think what happened is I saw in my HUD that guy for a split second looked like a teammate, so I didn't fire. Can I just say just a little side note? I personally feel like the character models in this game sometimes look too similar. Just a little side note. Okay, anyway, what am I doing here? Oh, I figured if I attack Alpha, it's going to take some of the enemies off of Bravo. In addition to that, it's further away from our spawn, so, you know, when you're attacking MCOMs, going for the one furthest from your spawn is good, just to get it out of the way, you know? Look at this. Tank, playing defensively. And this is where I realized who this fellow was. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Alpha on the third base and the tank is playing like a coward? I remember this. This actually happened in the round previous to this one. This is the round before. We were playing defense. The MCOM's armed, and I'm looking at where the minimap is for a second. It says vehicle full. The driver can't be nerfed, and he's just sitting there. He's not going for the MCOM. Wow. Now in this game, I was quite. First of all, I was very befuddled because I was like, "What? You're in a tank. Why are you scared?" And look at this guy. I was so flustered, I actually shot my weapon at him in frustration. I was like, "How? Why?" You can't explain that. And guess what? Sure enough, the guy playing, remember on the first and the second base, this tank playing extremely defensively to protect his KD or whatever. It happens again. Can't be nerfed. Lets the attacking team take Alpha on the third MCOM base again. Oh wait, no, this is the fourth MCOM base. I'm getting lost. Can't be nerfed. You can't be serious. How? Why? Oh my god. Anyway, so we've taken Alpha, and I think this is a decent spot. Right here where I got the MCOM. You'll see here though, a couple guys over there, and I wasn't sure if I got hit from the left, so I was worried, is there a guy gonna come up these stairs? And then I also got guys over here. Again, burst fire, assault rifle, and I was getting attacked by 2 people, so tough engagement right there. Very tough. The upbeat milkman defeated me. Okay, what do we got here? Got I live like obviously I'm not an engineer, so I can't assist in the destruction of that tank. But I'm fairly confident my squad mate will kill that tank because I'm sorry, in my personal opinion, I don't mean to be rude, but can't be nerfed is quite bad. Did my teammate? Yeah, my teammate killed him. Look at the kill log. Good job, Mr. Good job, squad mate. Good job. Try to use C4 on that guy. Not fast enough. That's unfortunate. You'll see here, we're kind of... Oh, wow, that's a great tank. This is great tank placement, I gotta say. Only criticism I would give is his butt is exposed. And as you know, getting shot in the butt. You'll see right there. I mean, infantry are obviously somewhat vulnerable to getting shot in the back. But tanks especially, you can get, like, disabled very quickly. So you'll see, it looks like tank is down. It's going to take too much fire. The Amtrak, though, my teammates are making good use of the vehicles. I think this is exactly the way you want to go, to push, sort of block that path, because the defenders are just shooting in their spawn. You'll see here, I switched to medic. We only got like 13 tickets, so every revive is going to be quite important right now. I come back this way. I want to make sure we don't get flanked. Looks clear. And at this point, I'm not sure what to do. You'll see this tank is being aggressive. You might be thinking, oh, well, Can't Be Nerfed had a change of heart and he has decided to play the objective. No. Some of his teammates spawned in the tank and they're, you know, putting the team on their back. We get the MCOM armed, but because of this aggressive tank play, we can't, there's nothing we can do. He clears out all the infantry there. You'll see here he eventually gets C4'd, and I figure, okay, tank's gone, I can push. Only got a few tickets left, I gotta kill this guy. That guy got killed. Okay, I'm going in. The game ends right as I parachute down. If you go back and pause, just, you know, right as I landed, there was one player, it looks like, I think it was a support player at the MCOM. He wasn't looking at me. So if we had like 4 more tickets or so, I would have killed that guy. I think I would have been able to get the arm, but I probably would have gotten killed in the process. But who can say? I mean, you saw it just a second earlier. I think one of my teammates, MLG Scout, he C4'd the tank, so the enemy tank was gone. It would have been straight up infantry on infantry. I don't know. It was close. Gotta say, hard fought round. Can't Be Nerfed. You got carried by your buddies, by people like Misfits, Take, Maru, Upbeat Milkman. You got carried. I'm just saying. But still, hard fought round. I think it was an interesting round because for those first the first 3 bases, it was fairly moderately easy for us attackers to defeat the enemy and take those MCOMs. But on that fourth base, that was a tough one, you know. And looking at things, we could have done better. I definitely believe that, you know, like when I took Alpha, once you take an MCOM, the enemy, the defenders will often sort of neglect that area and not pay attention to it. If I could have gotten a spawn beacon down there near Alpha and then be looking towards Bravo, I think that would have been a good play. Maybe I take the escalators, get to that second floor, and then fire. You have a perfect view of Bravo MCOM. So, yeah, if I could get on a spawn beacon, you'll see I tried to do it. You know, back when I put down a spawn beacon on the second floor, but there were 2 enemies and one of them killed me with an M16. If I could have killed those guys and gotten over there and put down a beacon, you have direct line of sight on the MCOM. And maybe I put down a beacon, teammates spawn on me, and we just spam grenades and stuff over towards the MCOM. We could have gotten it that way. Yeah, I don't know. It was a tough round, and I gotta say, I don't remember who was in the tank, the enemy tank at the last second. They got killed by MLG Scout. I think it was Sub-Zero and who was the other guy? I want to give this guy credit. I don't know who was the driver. Sub-Zero. I forget the other guy. I don't know. You can go back and look. But when their teammate Can't Be Nerfed got killed, they respawned in the tank, and they didn't play like a coward. And I think this is what won them that game. They pushed the tank up. We had it armed. We had Bravo armed. They killed everyone, and then because there's a tank there, you know, you can't push up. You just can't do it. And then, I mean, the tank did get taken out, but at that point there was only 2 or 3 tickets, so we just couldn't get it armed in time. So hard fought round. I think it was very interesting. If you have any thoughts on how this round played out, let me know. I'd be very interested to hear what you thought. What did you think of the secret flank route? I love, like, someone else may know that, but I really hope you can make good use of it, because I'm offering a piece of myself to you. Please make good use of it, please. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.